Today we're taking a look at how the Intel 14700K performs in Cinebench. I'll be running a ton of tests, single core, both E and P core, only E cores, only P cores, and then of course all of the cores. I'll also be running Cinebench R20, R23, and the newer R2024. This video on Cinebench benchmarking took a ton of time. If this reference video helps you learn something, I would definitely appreciate it if you dropped a like on this video and subscribed if you're into gaming PCs and home lab stuff. Now, for the testing, let's take a look. First, we're going to get into the single E-core tests. In R20, it is a little bit older now, but it's still pretty popular. In the single E-core testing, my best score was 846 points at 91 watts worth of total system power draw. For the R23 test, the single E-core managed 2,147 points with a total system power draw of about 91 watts. As for the Cinebench R2024 single E-core test, I got about 75 points, and it topped out at about 65 watts. Let's move on to the single P-core scores. For R20, we have 846 points at about 89 watts worth of system power draw. The R23 testing is coming in at 2,201 points at about 88 watts. And then we have the Cinebench R2024 score, definitely putting some distance between the E and P cores. The P core scored a whopping 128 points at about 88 watts. So let's move on and take a look at just using the E cores and then only the P cores on the 14700K. For just the E cores in R20, we scored 6,199 points with a system power draw of 187 watts. In R23, we managed to eke out 16,211 points at about 188 watts as well. And then for the latest Cinebench R2024, the E-core only score scored about 886 points with a total system power draw of 181 watts. Let's take a look at just the P-core testing now, and as a reminder, hyperthreading is turned on. In the R20 benchmark, we scored 8,653 points at a total power draw of 316 watts. For the R23 benchmark, we scored about 22,569 points at a total system power draw of 316 watts. And for the last P-core only test, I recorded an R2024 score of 1,097 points at 298 watts of total system power draw. Now that we have all these specific scenarios tested, let's take a look at testing all of the cores. Again, we're starting with the R20 benchmark. 14700K scored 13,876 points at about 430 watts of power draw. In the R23 testing, the 14700K scored about 35,378 points at about 442 watts. Lastly, we have the R2024 benchmark. The 14700K crushed it here at 1,560 points with a total system power draw of 370 watts. Overall, I would say that the 14700K from Intel is a very strong compute-oriented processor, and I think if you can actually utilize all of these threads, it's going to serve you well for many years. Check out the description below for links to the 14700K and everything in this build. If this video helped you out, definitely drop a like on the video to let YouTube know to share this with other curious people. Gaming and home lab content is what I do here, so if you're into that, get subscribed and then ring that bell for notifications. Until next time, stay chill.